you very much once again. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a presentation coming up from the revered Lieutenant General Glen Lewis, CNC US and Division Director of Manufacturing, Indo-American Business Council USA, Lieutenant and Chaplain Candidate Program Officer, United States Naval Reserve, and International Networking Peru. A hearty and special welcome, sir.
Thank you for your warm hospitality. I believe this is about the 30th country I've been to overseas. She was mentioning Peru. My wife is from Peru, but I can tell you that the hospitality I've received from India is top-notch. It's one of the best experiences I've had, and I've been here less than 24 hours. So they told me a couple words, namaste. So I want to say namaste to all of you. And they said you're only going to be here for a few days. You'll do a few meetings, a few presentations. You'll meet the Honorable Chief Minister, but namaste. And I said, no, I'm going to stay for longer. Namaste. So it's a little play on words. So, no, I would like to stay for longer than just a few days. So thank you again for your hospitality. You all are great. The other word I learned was Parnam. And I understand that Parnam, when you say Parnam, you touch someone's feet when you respect. So I can start doing that now. And we don't have enough time. But Parnam to everyone, thank you very much for having us here. Okay, so the vision of the Indo-American Business Council, we're building relationships, we're creating that bridge between the U.S. and India. We see a lot of potential here, especially from the students that we have here. There's many of you here. We want to tell you that there are a lot of opportunities that we're hopefully putting together. It's my hope that this is history in the making, that so what you see before us is exchange students coming to the U.S. students coming to India, also companies that are ready to invest into India coming over here. And we'll do that through trade, through commerce, bridging that gap between the U.S. and India. I want to highlight some points here. The bottom of the presentation, you'll see some numbers. And I don't know if you can all see them in the back, but these numbers are telling you the importance of the investing between the U.S. and India. And in 2015 alone, some $4 billion, that's billion with a B, was spent on investing into India companies, into the Indian community. And from 2000, $17 billion was invested into Indian companies. 17 billion with a B. That's a lot of money, right? That's more than my bank account. So if we were to do the Jackson Hewitt taxes, that would be certainly a lot there. So moving on, the mission of the council is to build these strong relationships between the companies and working across borders. So we want to create not just something that is quick, but something that is lasting, that is strong for businesses abroad and for a long time into India. Just go quickly through these slides. Also, we want to show them that we're looking for these businesses to join the Fortune 500 company, a list of 500 of the most successful companies in the U.S. And to India as well. So we can move on. Next slide. So quickly, these slides here. These are some of the pictures. Mr. Kensar, who's pictured here on the left. Of these pictures, we have the former Prime Minister, Dr. Singh, pictured here with his Foreign Minister and the National Security Advisor during those meetings. So we're meeting with dignitaries here in India, in the U.S., as Dr. Raju was saying, Dr. Governor Scott from Florida is also on board with this. We're working across the governments to make this happen. So an overview for the Indo-American Business Council is facilitating commerce and strengthening two-way trade between our two countries, the U.S. and India. And just to create a permanent infrastructure, not just something that's temporary, but something that's lasting, as we said. We have a university that's about to open in the U.S. We want to make this something that is going to be around for a long time for you students to go over to the U.S., to get training, bring it back here to India, and also to potentially work for companies that are ready to invest into India as well. And this will also help with the means of starting these companies here. So just a couple of historical events here. Mr. Ken started the American Business Council back in 2010, and we specialize in businesses that are $50 million to $500 million US between the companies. So it's not a small operation. These are companies that are successful. They're ready to invest here into the Indian community here. So, and also I want to point out that our company was big on in 2012 there was a work visa that was about to be taken off the table there. 120,000 work visas in the U.S. are granted every year, and India has 65,000 of those a year. So that's a little over half of the work visas. So India is a big investor into those work visas as well. Advocacy there, these are some of the distinct sectors that we work with here. You see aerospace and defense as part of what I do, hospitality and tourism, we talked about food and agriculture, media and entertainment, digital economy, legal services for the taxes, energy, environment, life sciences, real estate, healthcare, and so on. So just a lot of opportunities there. Briefly with this, we already talked to that Governor Rick Scott is on board. He wants to help us to unite the countries here for this bridge. But he's already funded $100 million US for upgrading these training facilities in Florida to come over. And one of those companies we'll talk about here soon is Armada Ammunition. So the Indo-American Business Council has an exclusive agreement with the Florida Manufacturing Association that Governor Scott put in place. We have exclusive rights to that. And it's going to have 100 members, 100 companies that are ready to come over in the future to invest into India. One of these companies is the Armada Ammunition Incorporated, and as we said, they work with the Defense Department, military, Florida law enforcement, and they are ready to come over into India to invest into your community. Quickly, our board here, we've met Mr. Ken Straub. He is the CPA, and he's the president of the Indo-American Business Council. We met Dr. Raju, executive director of healthcare of the Indo-American Business Council. Mr. Singh, the director of technology services. Ms. Patty Raju, director of education. Mr. Sam, director of India operations, Jackson Hewitt, and myself, Director of Manufacturing in the American Business Council in the U.S. So again, we want to say thank you. It's a really great opportunity. We're excited for your students, and we're excited for the businesses that are about to come across into the U.S. and India, and for the trade that's going to happen. Thank you very much. I'll introduce Ken back to the stage.